Great morning, great morning, great morning, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Turn on my do not disturb. Hold on. Great morning, you guys. Hold on, y'all. See if I can get this up and going. Good morning, Christina. Hey, great morning. Thank you. Let me share. All right, you guys. Okay, listen, y'all. We just got back from out of town yesterday. Yesterday morning when you saw me go live, I was in the car. So we got home in time to go to church and do church, and then I had meetings all day. So yeah, your girl slept in. Okay. Hey, Catherine. Sorry I missed you. I was in class. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Look. It's time to get alive. And I don't know about you, but I need my live, honey. Hear me when I tell you. Listen. So, Alive has these amazing, incredible benefits. It helps with regulating blood sugar, metabolism, helps with weight management, helps with mood, helps with libido, hormones, and balancing hormones, and the list goes on. Yeah, just like our love everlasting. Ooh, okay, I felt that in my spirit. Listen, so if you haven't gotten some, get you some. Right now, we've got a promotion where you get 2 bottles of Alive and all 7 of our sprays, $460 worth of product for $100. Get it, so that you can see for yourself what it does for you. All right, so here we go, y'all. Shot. Everybody shake. Shake the devil off. Brrr. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, ABC. 1, 2, 3. Alive. It's you and me. And this is Alive, ABC. Okay, that's the addition of ABC songs. Okay, so this is the new bottle. We got home and it was on our doorstep. I like that. I like when it's on the doorstep waiting for us. Okay. Here we go. Y'all, I was getting ready to say, y'all know my stickler in these tops. Cheers to the clearing. Pour my babies. But before I do that, let me go. Give me another half. All right. Today's my mama's birthday. My mama turned 75 today. And so I'm going to talk about this clearing. I'm going to talk about my mama, and I'm going to talk about the solar eclipse, and they're all connected. Okay. So we went to Russellville for my mom's birthday. Hey, Phoenicia. Yay. She got her live package this weekend. Hey, Jackie, how you doing, gorgeous? Great to see you. My baby talking about good morning, Mimi and Eveline.
And Jackie.
And Jackie, he said. Christina said, good morning, Rev.
And Jason.
And he said, and Jason, and everybody. My husband said, good morning, everybody. Okay. All right. Great day, Jason. Listen, so let's talk about this. Okay. There's been lots of talk about the solar eclipse and what's going on and all of that. And like several things have happened that just, so the solar eclipse cannot be seen from everywhere. It won't be able to be seen from everywhere. But there are places where it will be seen. And in fact, today's my mama's 75th birthday, and the eclipse will be visible from Russellville, Kentucky, right? So when you look at the trajectory of the eclipse, Russellville is right there on the edge of the trajectory. Something that God showed me a long time ago is that Russellville, Kentucky is it's in a very unique place in terms of longitude and latitude. It's almost like in the middle, right? Almost like in the middle, not of the United States, but when you look at, it's something significant about where it's located. And I'm going to tell you that there's spiritual significance to the location, Russellville, the geographical location of Russellville, Kentucky. There's spiritual significance, right? There is a war that's being waged for the region. And that's true everywhere, but particularly in that area, right? I remember going home and I was coming from the Clarksville way, and there was this huge fog that started on the outskirts of Logan County, like right at the edge of Logan County. There was a huge fog that I had to go into to get into Logan County, to get to Russellville. And God began to speak to me about the spirits of the region, right? Well, right now there's a revival that's going on in Russellville. And I think it's a 60-day revival, something like that. A 60-day revival. Or I can't remember the exact number of days, but there's a revival that's going on, which is so timely because of the time that we're in and what's happening. Now, we're in between resurrection or Easter and Pentecost, right? That time leading up is a very sensitive time. So here we are getting ready to experience a solar eclipse, a complete solar eclipse, right? And this particular eclipse, this type of eclipse, has not happened in centuries. Hold on. Well, let me take that back, not centuries. The last total solar eclipse was in 2021, but it was only visible from Antarctica. The totality lasted just 1 minute and 54 seconds, right? But this particular eclipse is the last one for a while in North America. Hold on. Let me get to it. Okay. So it's the last one to touch North America until March 30th, 2033. The only state that sees totality then will be Alaska. All right. Now, what makes this eclipse so special and what does it have to do with the clearing? Okay. So, when we look at the eclipse, so this is why you know that area where Russellville is, Nashville is significant. In 2017, Nashville was the largest city in the path, right? In 2024, it's going to be a lot more cities that will be able to see it. Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio, Utica, Memphis, San Antonio, right on the line, Quebec, Toronto, Ottawa, Detroit, Laredo, St. Louis, Shreveport, Louisville, Moncton, St. John's, Bangor, and Fort Wayne, um, Oklahoma City, Houston, Monterey, Pittsburgh, and Tulsa having honorable mentions, but Russellville is on the edge of the line to be able to see the solar eclipse. So that's in the natural. But listen, Kevin said they have certain apps with them over the eclipse, showing what's over the eclipse, right? So listen, but let me talk to you spiritually. I had a strange dream this morning. This morning, I had a dream, and the dream dealt with emotion, unresolved issues, and I heard God saying that with this eclipse, it's time for clearing, right? Yesterday, my husband preached, and he preached from Genesis, and he talked about day and night, God establishing day and night. And I don't know if he knew the significance of that message or not, right? In terms of what's happening right now. But God began to connect it to the eclipse, right? When day and night are indistinguishable, they are one entity. The sun and the moon are in direct alignment with each other. When things like that happen, it's always a sign, right? It's a sign. They're getting ready to be significant changes. Um, Dr. Samantha was telling me that she was watching Larry Reed and Bishop Bernard Jordan talk prophetically about what the eclipse means. I haven't watched that, but what I'm going to tell you is what God began to speak to me about this eclipse for us personally, right? For us personally, it is a time of clearing. It's time to clear. Oh, Indianapolis shut down over the eclipse. Okay. Okay. Um, it's a time to clear. It's a time to clear because there's going to be a shift with this eclipse. There's going to be some things that are unlocked and released with this eclipse. The eclipse is not going to last a long time. I think the totality of it is less than an hour. But what you need to understand is this is a time to begin to clear. Y'all see how the devil just did that? Okay. Y'all, listen. When I say you always know that God is releasing something when things like that happen. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me know y'all can hear me. Okay. All right. So I'm back. Listen, don't be surprised when things like that happen today. Today, like there is this whole disruption, right? There's a disruption. When God disrupts things, there's a reason that it's being disrupted, right? There's purpose to the disruption. And what we've got to understand is God works in signs. He does. I know, people say all this stuff, you can't be looking at the sun and the stars. Um, Hold on, let me check my YouTube. Let me see. Let me see if it's got me back on YouTube. I know it froze because it froze over here too. But let me see if it's back. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's back. All right. So listen, we've got to understand that, right? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jackie. Thank y'all. Thank you, Phoenicia, for letting me know. So listen, we've got to understand that these disruptions today have purpose, right? Um, our regular flow is, this is what I hear. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming. There's a reason your regularly scheduled programming is being interrupted. There's some things that you need to do. There's some things that you need to address. There's some things that you need to deal with. Okay. And it's important for you to take advantage of clearing now, right? It's important for you to take advantage of clearing now so that when I'm trying to see y'all, so that when the moon comes in front of the sun, right? When it gets on the other side, and even though some places will not see it, I need you to hear me. Even though you won't see it, it doesn't mean you won't be affected by it. Doesn't mean you won't be affected. We are affected by the moon. We are affected by the sun. We are affected by the stars and their positioning. We are affected by those things. Everything that God created is interconnected. So when my husband came from Genesis yesterday, and Genesis is, he was talking about creation and what you say, right? What you speak. And the fact that God created everything with his words. Now, look, it's no accident that it started with the sun and the moon, day and night, and God distinguishing the day from the night. But what happens when you can't distinguish your day from your night? What happens when you can't distinguish your day from your night? What happens when everything is all together and everything is just a blur, right? And you don't know day from night. You all listen. When day and night meet, when day and night meet, they meet for a reason. There's a powerful energy that is produced with the meeting of day and night that takes us back in time to the time when there was no day and no night. They were one. And darkness was over the face of the deep. And then he said, let there be light. And there was light. And the light separated the darkness. So now it was no longer one thing. They were two different things. In us, there is the light and there is the darkness. In us, we emulate, we are a reflection of nature. And when there is a need for clearing, listen, I'm just telling y'all what I'm hearing in the spirit. That's it. When there is a time for clearing, there will be certain things that happen in nature that support supernatural clearing, supernatural healing, supernatural growth, supernatural, right? So we're going back to the time when they were one. Day and night were one. Day did not exist. The light and the darkness were one. They were lined up, right? And then God said, let there be light. And there was light. And the light separated itself from the darkness. In us, there's darkness in all of us. Let me just be real. There's darkness in all of us, right? There is also light in all of us. And there are times when the darkness gets in front of the light. And what we have to do is we have to clear as much of that darkness, as much of that negative energy, as much, and negative, and what is negative energy? Because I don't want y'all to think that I'm just being new age. Negative energy is any emotion or feeling that does not align with God. Any emotion or feeling that does not align with God, light, and love, right? So, any of those negative feelings that you've got pent up in you, right? This is a great time to release them. This is a great time to release them. This is a great time to deal with that stuff. This is a great time to deal with you, to call you on the carpet. It's a great time to do that. And just because you haven't said it out loud doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And just because you think no one knows it doesn't mean that's true. Doesn't mean that's true. So it's very important that right now we deal with those things and clear them. Now, many times there are people who talk about clearing and they talk about saging the atmosphere. I'm not going to tell you to sage, but what I'm going to tell you is today is a good day to open up your house. Today is a good day to open up your house. Open up your house. If you got anointing oil, anoint your doors, anoint your windows, anoint the openings, anoint the perimeter of your house. Today is a great day to do that. In fact, I encourage it immensely. But today is also a day when you need to open up your house, open up your apartment, open it up and let the wind blow through, because it's some stuff that's stuck and stagnant there that has to be blown out. It's got to be blown out. And if you don't blow it out, you don't allow nature to do what God designed it to do. Open up your house. Open up your windows. Open up your doors. Let the wind blow through. Let the wind blow through. and watch what God does, and watch how much lighter your house feels. Watch how much lighter your space feels. It's like there's a fresh wind that God is sending for what's getting ready to happen. There are some things that are getting ready to happen. And I've been telling you, we need to prepare for another shutdown. Okay. We need to prepare for the increase in coronavirus, COVID cases, but also these variants. It's going to be variants, right? It's not going to be it as we've known it. It's going to be variants. So this is the time to prepare. The eclipse, this is what I'm feeling in my spirit. It's going to be the beginning of some things. It's going to be the beginning of some things. Some things that are going to challenge us. So it's very important that we are positioning ourselves to take care of ourselves, to have what we need. It's clearing time. It's time to clear the house, clear your emotions, clear your mind, so that you can have fresh thoughts, and those thoughts be the thoughts of God. When in scripture, when it says, let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus. You know, when he was on the cross, there was an eclipse. It went black. It was a start of something. Nature will always let you know what's happening. Listen, nature, God created nature. Angel number 111. God created nature and us to be connected. We are intertwined. So what's happening in the spirit will show up in the natural. First the spiritual and then the natural, right? So there are some natural things that we can do to take full advantage of the spiritual energy that currently exists in the atmosphere. It's time for a clearing. Now, if we do these things, we position ourselves to receive more of what God desires to deposit in us. It is transition time. The water has been stirred. And the question is, will you get in the pool while the water is stirred? It's a time for healing. 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 It's a time to take all of your burdens and give them to God and let him renew you. It's a time to take all of your burdens and give them to God and let him renew you. It is a rebirthing season. It is a rebirthing season. So we've got to understand what the signs say and the corresponding actions to the signs. And we don't always get that. But it's clearing time. Make some phone calls. Make some phone calls. Clear some stuff. You're going to have to clear some stuff, right? It's time to clear some stuff. The dream that I had, it was interesting because I was like, where is this coming from? Well, it was God. It was coming from God prompting me to clear some stuff. He was prompting me to clear some stuff. Pay attention to what God is saying and obey what he says. If you do that, then you can get what it is he desires to give you. Sometimes there's no room for us to obtain it. Yesterday, we were talking about capacity and how the space that we're in is too tight, right? Because God is trying to do something new. So you got to clear out some stuff. You got to expand, right? And it means a location change. There's a palate change, an appetite change. What you want changes. And that requires a location change, not just a physical location, but a spiritual, a mental, emotional, physical, and financial location change. Where are you located? When you begin to clear things out, it'll begin to open things up. I hear you, God. Okay. I hear you, God. God be talking to me. Yesterday, I pulled these shoes out. I got all these shoes, y'all. I pulled these shoes out and I was like, Lord, I said, I was looking for a pair because my feet were swollen from the drive. I said, listen, nothing seemed comfortable. Nothing looked like nothing. I was like, Lord, I can't with nothing right now. And just now he told me, box them up and give them away. Box them up and give them away. This is a good time to clear some stuff out. Clear it out. Clear it out. Make space. Make space for what you desire. Make space. It's a making space time. Okay? It's clearing time. Get ready for what God is getting ready to do in your life. Clear the space so the master can do his best work. But clearing the space starts with clearing stuff in you so that God can be glorified. All right, y'all. I pray that this word blessed you. If you want to sow a clearing seed, you can sow that clearing seed at $ DRV Johnson 777, DRV Johnson 777. Sow you a clearing seed just to say, God, here, clear out of the way what I need removed. And there's a declaration that I'm going to put on my page that you all can say to let God know that you're ready for what he has for you. And you need him to increase your capacity. We've got to have the capacity to handle what God is sending us. Okay. So it is a declaration of capacity. So I'll post that on my page so that you guys can have access to that. Listen, know this, you guys. Know that I absolutely love you all to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing angel number 122. An amazing, incredible, and epic day. And embrace nature as nature moves and paves the way for us. I love you guys. Mwah.